Estiven's definitely one of those kids that he brings joy and positivity into. He can kind of light up the room with his smile. He almost
little dimple on his cheek with his smile.
He almost could be like a little model or something. I mean, he's a handsome kid. He's got such a bright smile, but for him, it's almost like turning every light on in the house is kind of having him around. We're like, oh, all right, we're going. You come home from a day at work or from church or whatever else is going on, and his motor is just nonstop, and just the energy and joy that comes with that.
Yeah.
We're the Mann family. I'm Michael.
And I'm Stephanie Mann. We've been married 5 years, and then we have 2 sons. Estiven is 5, and he was adopted from Colombia. And then Thomas is 8 months. He was born this past December. We had kind of looked into Colombia as the country we knew we were going to adopt from, and so I think we knew adopting a younger child would mean that they would have some sort of medical or special need. Even just the first few months coming home, they're already going through so much, and then you have to take them to doctor after doctor when you want to be doing fun things with them. You want to be bonding and having fun, yet you're sitting in a doctor's office and having blood work done. I think is just emotionally really taxing on us, on him. But then, sitting in those, it's also a really cool opportunity to kind of show them we're here with you, we're here for you. We knew about Show Hope from our adoption aid grant when we were in the process of adopting Estiven. We'd been to the Empowered to Connect conference and then received the adoption assistance. And so when we found out that Estiven was going to need surgery, I just kind of poked around and then found out that Show Hope had a medical care grant. It came at kind of a point in time where we were pregnant and knew we were going to have a baby in this kind of calendar year. But then having an unexpected surgery in the same year, we're just kind of like, how do you manage both of that?
Anytime there's anything medical going on with, especially your children, any family members, it's just such an emotional burden, such an emotionally challenging time. And so then you can be spread kind of to your wits' end. And then when you're talking finances in addition to that, it sort of can just almost add insult to injury.
I remember applying for the medical grant thinking, any amount that we get would be, so helpful. And then once we found out how much we were going to receive, it covered the whole surgery plus some of the lead up to the doctor.
It was a huge blessing, I think, along numerous lines.
So for us with Show Hope, we really do see it as a full circle support for families, just from our own experience. First, connecting with Show Hope through a training that really, before we ever brought Estiven into our home, before we were ever parents, really equipped us to understand when a child is coming through adoption, the trauma that they innately are going to have.
Sure.
Really opening our eyes to that for the first time, and then knowing kind of up front that there's an organization that's going to provide that education, provide funding to help you bring that child home, and then is also going to be there after that child is in your home. I think it's just amazing to see your faith in giving then go on to leave a legacy like the one in our family of, Estiven coming in at 2 to bring in the joy and the change that it's come in our family, to then knowing what his life is going to be 10, 20 years from now. That impact comes through the donations that have enabled Show Hope to give. I don't think that you can find a better organization in the realm of adoption that makes that kind of lasting legacy and impact on families.